Hello, what's up good people? Good to see you once again. Leo tunazungumzia best companies zenye unaweza invest your 2500 as low as that on the money market fund ndio uweze ku earn something, because we said 2023 tunajipea challenge, you invest somewhere and you get something. So before we do that, as always, take 1 second. Hapo hivyo chini on your right there is a button written subscribe. It is free and it's fast. Hapo hivyo chini kuna kengine kamechorwa ka mkono just like this, hit it. Yes, I know you're asking yourself like what's the fire, what's the importance of that? I can go ahead and watch without even doing that. But guess what? I'll be talking much about investment, and if you don't want to miss any of my main videos, then do exactly that. And let's get to the today's business. All right, so anyway, so you have your 2500 there. As low as that, you want to invest in money market fund and you want to earn something out of it. So now today I'm going to talk about the best companies for you to go ahead and invest in this money market fund. Kwa sababu Kenya huwa wananyang'anywa ama wanadanganywa, a company crops up from nowhere and then you get to lose your money. So the companies that I'm about to name, this is a disclaimer, they haven't given me anything, they have not sponsored this channel or this video. I'm just naming them so that you can be able to go ahead and invest in them. And I'm not advertising them, all right? I'm just giving you an idea on what companies you can be able to invest on, all right? So first of all, these companies, they have or they must be regulated by a certain body called the Capital Market Authority of Kenya. And the ones that I'm about to name them, they are actually regulated by that a specific body, and it's idea to be go ahead and invest with them, all right? And by the way, these companies, one of them is Britam, all right? I know you have ever heard of this company. There is another one called ICA Lion Group. There is another one called the Sanlam, all right? There is another one called African Alliance. There is another one called the Zimele. This is quite a popular one. There is another one called the Saitonin. There is another one called, I'm checking my list, all right? So there is another one called, Zimele. I said Zimele, ICA Lion. I've said about it. I've said UAP, Old Mutual. So these are just but examples of companies that have engaged in, money market fund investments, all right? And these are the conditions that I would like to give you before choosing any of those companies, so that at least you can be able to invest with them. There are some factors unafaa to consider before actually deciding if we want to invest in company A or Z, all right? So one of the factors that you have to consider is this. Kitu ya kwanza, how long has this company has been in operation, all right? You have to know, because a company cannot just crop up from nowhere and then maybe the company can be legit, but at least you don't have a track record of that given company, all right? The other option you have to consider is that how much are they charging fees when you're withdrawing your money from the companies. How much do they charge? Most of these companies should or charge between 1% to 1.5%. So if maybe it's beyond that, then you're supposed to raise eyebrows and be like, hey, then why are you guys, you're charging or rather your charges are too high, all right? So the other factor that you have to consider also is that what is the minimum amount of money that I have to invest with this company. From the thumbnail of this video, or from the topic of this video, or the title should I say it's about 2,500, right? You may find that a company needs actually less than 2,500. Yeah, there's some companies who can actually invest as low as 1,000 bob with this money market fund and get started, right? There are some others that you need a minimum of 5,000 for you to invest. Others it's 10,000. So you have to understand the company of your interest. How much is the minimum amount of money do I need for me to get started in investing in this money market fund, all right? So the other factors that you have to consider is things like, is this company regulated? Of course, they are regulated. I said about that one. So you have to consider all those factors. So once you put all those factors together and all becomes like tick, 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 then from that point of view, now you can decide to go ahead and know this is a good company, and they can go ahead and decide it. And then another factor that you have also to consider is that how long does it take for them to pay in terms of interest? And by the way, how much they pay in terms of interest at the end of the annual, or rather at the end of the year, because others pay 8%, 7%, 9%, 10%. Others even pay up to 11%, right? It used to be very good before the corona came, but now a little bit of the market is a bit shaky. But after that, you have to understand that once we get ourselves off the hook of this corona thing, then I bet the good rates will be there for us to invest in this money market fund, all right? The other factor that you have also to consider is that, after how long do you get your money? How fast can you withdraw your money? Are there delays and such kind of a thing? So those factors that you have, to get your cash out of the investment, all right? So You see, the reason why I always tell people money market fund is good to invest is because it is actually one of the best ways on how you can actually develop what I call, the saving culture. It can help you to save your cash and be able to raise a certain amount of money. Maybe let's say in 2 years or 3 years time or 5 years time, you want to get yourself into real estate. So this is actually a best way or how you can be able to invest your cash. Another factor that you have also to consider also before getting yourself into money market fund is this: ask yourself, where are they investing your cash? This cash that you're giving them, where are they investing? Don't be ignorant and say, okay, fine, I only care about my percentage that they will give me at the end of the year. I don't care where they will invest the money. So it is good to care or ask yourself, when or where are they going to invest this amount of money? For example, it's quite popular that the money market fund who are invest kwa vitu kama composite paper. We talked about that. When you said composite papers, zinatumikanga na corporates to raise funds. I also talked about the treasury bills. So those are the areas that they do invest on, and as other things is called the fixed deposit. So get to understand where your money is going, so that at least if they cannot explain to you where they're investing the money for them to give you this percentage, then it's most likely you are likely to lose the money. All right. So I always say, money market fund is one of the unit trust and the quite a safe and popular way of investing your cash, and I would recommend you go ahead and invest in these companies. All right. So from last video, I did talked about money market fund. It's one of the ways on how they actually pay you a certain percentage, so that at least you can cushion yourself from an inflation. Let's say, for example, I know like last December, or rather September or November, around there, the inflation in Kenya was around 9.2, and then you happen to stumble on this company that gives you 10% or even 11%. Already you are above the inflation, because I always tell you, as the time goes and inflation happens, you lose your money. I know you may go to your bank and key in your details and get to see the balance still the same, but in real sense, you have actually lost the money. And I always love to give this analogy. Like, let's say 3 years ago you had 1,000 bob and you had a plan to buy a cooking oil, right? Let's say the 10-liter one, right? And you could have actually bought that 10-liter one with 1,000 bob 3 years ago. But what happens if today you go with 1,000 bob to the same supermarket? Can you be able to buy the same 10-liter in the same amount? No, you can't. In real sense, you're saying you have 1,000 bob, but what that 1,000 bob can actually do is quite different from what used to be done by the same amount of money 3 or 4 years ago. So that is what we call the inflation, right? So, and if you can get yourself a company that can caution you from the inflation, then that's a good way on where you can be able to invest your money. Money market fund is just an example of areas where you can be able to invest on your cash. So this is the challenge that I'm giving you. Stick around. That's why I told you click the subscription button, turn on the notification bell, and hapo hivyo chini give this video thumbs up, because next video I'm gonna upload the importance of investing in money market fund and how to go about it. How do you compound your wealth and make something out of it? So I would recommend, kindly make sure, take your second, subscribe to this channel. And by the way, if this is the first time you're seeing this face, my name is Joseph. Talk about money, talk about investment, anything related to your cash, right? If that's cup of your coffee, then call this place home by actually sharing this video to your friends and your audiences, wherever you are, if you're in a position to. Then comment down below, tell me what you think as well. And guess what? If you would like more information about money market fund, I already have a booklet about money market fund. Everything is captured there. The taxes, how much you make, other factors, more and more companies to invest on, and a full explanation of what is a money market fund. All right. So if you'd like to get that copy, it's only $220. I will leave my number on the description of this specific video, so you can grab my number, text me kwa WhatsApp. I send you a soft copy of it from wherever you are in this world. You get your copy. All right. And many other booklets about business ideas, business plans. I have about treasury bills, bonds, circles, all those ones. So if you'd like to get any copy, it's only $220. Get my number, text me, calls up, you get your copy. As of now, what can I say? It's a see you, and let's meet in the next video. Goodbye.